আসো তো হ্যালো।
জোয়াটা কি?
ও তো বড় ভয় পেয়ে গেছে মা। এমন একজনকে বলতাম,
জোয়াটা কি?
বললাম তো ক্রেজি, বললাম না ক্রেজি, কাগে কাগে গুড়াই, লিটারালি ভাই
Oh
কাগে গুড়াই
shit!
ভাই।
আমার চাই।
এজ
হ্যাঁ
কত? এজ কেমন হবে?
হ্যাঁ,
এজ কেমন?
আমি দাঁড়া মিউট করি আমি। হ্যাঁ এবার বলছি, 21 21। Hello guys, welcome back to another stream with a new look, and today we are going to edit one of my clients' videos online and show you what goes on behind the scene when I am editing. Hello. हाँ की बोलছিলিস?
घंटा लेकर जाएगा।
घंटा नहीं, घंटा बजा के जाएगा।
Eventually those skills are going to give you success. It's literally going to be like this
এখনো
trading
রাইডিং
time
ফুল করছে কেন ভাই?
for
এত
skills, time for
পুরো
skills, time for
ক্যারেক্টার একটা
skills, and then out of nowhere, the skills you compounded are just going to
अरे पापे दिया खेर जाट डोंट केयर
कि हमारा
income like crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere.
हमारा कि तेरे भाई जैसा कोई हार्ड ही नहीं है।
नहीं तेरे भाई का हार्ड इज नहीं है
You'll just work,
तेरे
work,
भाई
work,
का हार्ड
work.
होता ही नहीं है।
Won't see any results. You work, no results. Work, no results. Work, no results. And then out of fucking nowhere, you'll get paid. You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out,
ডিসকর্ডে সাউন্ড আসছে
it's
কিন্তু
a 50-second clip and we will be editing on
ডিসকর্ডে
it.
সাউন্ড আসছে কিন্তু এখানে
तो आशुक ना
I'm thinking like a storytelling type of a video with black backgrounds and stuff. Let's start.
এতক্ষণ ধরে তোমরা যা শোনাচ্ছিলে সব আমার স্ট্রিমের মতো শোনা যাচ্ছিল।
কিন্তু এই শুরু হলো
আমার স্ট্রিমে কথা বলছে, আমি যা শেষ করলাম।
ওরে পাপে দিয়া খের জাট
আমি আবার
ডোন্ট
রাতে হয়তো
কেয়ার
ভ্যালোরেন্ট খেলার সময় একটা স্ট্রিম করবো। দেখি নতুন গেমটা ডাউনলোড করে সেটা চালিয়ে দেখি।
I like to do majority of my things on Premiere.
Okay.
It just takes the load out of my machine very easily rather than using After Effects. But the effects are heavier and it takes a lot of time to render them out. One day we will be also editing one of my own videos also, like this.
you know how like stock market. You know how like stock markets have.
चलो भाई मैं तुम लोगों से बाद में बात करता हूँ स्ट्रीम करने के बाद.
You know how like stock markets have. You know how like stock market.
We need a good hook to this video, so I'm thinking we can create the hook using some transition, cinematic transition maybe. Let me search up some cinematic transitions. I think I have it here. Yep, here it is. This one will be very easy to put on. I think it has a sound as well. Yep, it has. Just we will take the peak of the transition right here. Got it here. And use it. So we have it like this.
You know how like.
I'll just move one frame, one more frame.
You know how like. You know how like.
So one thing that might like bother me for a while, that will be the audio. So let me just fix up the audio first. Not this.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff.
Now
You know how like stock
audio
markets.
is very choppy, I guess.
You know how like stock market.
Oh.
markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. Like I get it. Like you can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, you know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this.
What I was thinking, we would create a storytelling type of a video right here. So for that, I got a very nice idea to play up with the captions, because this client of mine, he doesn't want those flashy edits like every 3 seconds something's happening, like the ADHD trap type of things. He doesn't want that. He just wants a very professional looking video, so it will be very easy to achieve by doing a story type of thing, storytelling type of a edit. So that's what I'm going to do.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff.
So let's just transcribe it at first. It's already transcribed. Let's go here. I will set it to single so the captions are in a single line, not in multiple lines. And then decrease the around 12 maybe. I have a couple of styles right now, but I'm not picking it right now. I just want to keep the captions. Now I can change the style. I have 2 styles already created. One is this, and another one is this. This one is pretty trash, so I'm just going to use this one. So the transition.
You know how like stock markets.
So what I'm thinking is like adding those captions right here.
Markets have like graphs and stuff.
So when he says graph and stuff, we're gonna pull up a animation of a graph like here. Maybe a animated animated one, or just a PNG, I think. I don't know. Maybe a 3D asset, whatever I can pull up for free.
Like stock markets have like graphs.
Just we don't need this. I have like we just need this. You know, we need to have it in one line, so I'm just going to how like stock markets have like. So I'm just going to take this, drop it down. I will get some more. Then do this. Do this. Have it here. 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 Maybe here. Let's have it like here. Let's do this like stock markets. I'm just going to capitalize both of them and decrease the size. So just going to rearrange those things like this. Also going to capitalize the Y here. Just going to decrease the length right here so it looks great. So
you know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff.
So just for the graphs and stuff, I'm going to add a graph PNG. Just simply searching up graph PNG go to images and see what we can add. Like a graph type of a thing. Let's try a flaticon. Not these kind of thing. Maybe this. Maybe this. I don't know if it will look good or not. I have some presets which I'm going to use like this.
It's have like graphs and stuff.
So this looks very plain, so I'm going to use turbulence displays on it. It looks bad right now, but I will fix it. Size is 50. Just go 20, and the amount is 10. So this is what it looks. Just use the 20 in the size of 30. Just goes like this. So the offset is like this. So this goes
Markets
like
have
this.
like graphs and stuff.
Yeah, this is too fast. Just do it 600. Oh, think so. Yep.
Graphs and stuff.
This is too fast. Still too fast. 400.
Graphs and stuff.
This looks great now.
You know how like
Just render it and display it in full.
you know how
look
like
great.
stock markets have like graphs and stuff.
Yeah, this is what I wanted. Just a simple.
You know how
design.
like stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we start out, the graph is literally like this.
So we like the graph was.
The graph is literally
I'm going to add is literally together. Just going to start out. So if you are paying attention to me, I'm not adding anything right in this corner. Like I have an imaginary zone in my mind like this. I won't include any graphics, any text or anything in this region. I just keep everything maintained in the left side, because on Insta or in TikTok there are the controls. The controls are right here and also some here. You can access the profiles and stuff, and you have the interactive buttons right here. So we need to maintain this thing that we don't include any text or anything which goes past this boundary, because right now it might look like, yeah, I'm putting only text here and nothing here, but when I upload it, there will be buttons here, there will be captions and the profile. So when that goes in, the screen feels very full. It's just in the safe zone. I will just put it a bit above here, bit up.
you know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we start out, the graph is literally like the
No need that. We will take this out, then do the same thing. We will stack the text on with the best way possible. Like take this, there, there it might feel a bit boring, so I'm going to do one more thing. Is literally, so I'm going to switch up the text, so it will look very amazing then. And we need to increase the size as well as make it bold. And just also do the same thing right here. It may be looking like it's very time consuming and all, but trust me, it's not. When I am not talking that much, I'm just doing my thing. It's not that time consuming, to be honest. Like if you like to create art, or I would say like create something which is a spectacular, or like you want to get praised by your work, then it won't bother the time you spend here.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this.
So what I'm thinking, I'm going to add a graph type of a thing here.
Really like this. Like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work.
So we will add, we will just add a B-roll right here. So
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? You know how like
I'm not adding any sound effects right now. I will be adding those later on, actually.
like when we started out, the graph is literally like this.
Like this. When he says like this, I'm going to do one thing. Just go to color matte and take a red color. Maybe a deeper shade of red, a maroon type of thing. Yeah, this one. Add it here. And then the graph part, I will add so what he says,
The graph is literally like
he
and
says
stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this.
like this. So we will add a line like here.
Literally like this.
Is we will start it from here. It will go like this and then this. So what I'm going to do is take the mask from this one and just do this. Like this. Maybe right here. So it comes out from there, and we will have a fluid transition like this. And then also take this to complete the graph. I will add another line. So just do it like this. Like this, and then change the blend mode to overlay. Let's see if overlay works, or exclusion. It doesn't look good. We will use overlay. Multiply. This all look good. This also look good. Multiply. Nah. Overlay. Feeling a bit of like or darken. I think I will go with multiply. This one is also on multiply. This one is also on multiply. So to animate the graph, just I want this line to end right here, right when it says literally.
Literally like this.
Then just have this smoothly transition out like this. Doesn't have to be all at once. So
The graph is literally like this.
So our attention goes from there to there. So I'm just going to add this effect, crop, then have this animated. So the top one goes right here. The animation should end very smoothly like this. Might be here. Someone's calling. What the hell? He's in and he's out. Goes right here. Animate the graphs like this so it goes even smoother. So it
Now
goes
the
like
graph
this.
is literally like this.
Yep. Pretty much we are done here.
Like this.
So I just want this animation to end here. So I'm just going to make a cut. Then crop. Similar thing. This time I need to have this. So it should go right there and then. Very simple.
Turn out the graph is literally like this.
So I'm just going to add a glow to it. I think it might make it better. Right. Just add the glow right here. See if there's any change. There's no change. Need to change the overlay and just dissolve. Play around with the threshold and then check it. Multiply is not working, neither soft light. Just go with soft light. This one and this one is going to be same for everything, so spaced it. Just gonna change to soft light.
Graph is literally like this.
No,
And like
it doesn't look good. We can do this. Just have it normal. Then just nest it. Have the VR glow on here. 0.2. just have it 50. Then overlay. This looks great now.
graph is literally like this. We start out, the graph is literally like this.
Goes like this.
Literally like this. Graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results.
So right here, it's very interesting. The words he's saying are very powerful. So I'm just going to add a B-roll here. It's a very nice time to just add the B-roll from the Fight Club. Fight Club. The office scene that we have. Yeah, it's a very good opportunity to add this as a B-roll. We are going to add the B-roll right here. Clear all the commas. It feels like you are putting in so much work.
In so much work.
So much. Then we'll cut it to
work, but you're not seeing any results.
and results. So it's a bit time consuming, but nah. It's worth it. You can say I'm cooking something hot. Let's go and change the font to something good, like this. So this is done downloading, I think. Like from here, I think this B-roll will cover this part entirely.
In so much work. Feels like you're putting in much work, but you're not seeing any results. I get like you're putting, and like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. Like, I get
So we're going to zoom in. So there's
and like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. Like, I get it. Like, you can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm
it goes on like the same thing. So to speed up things, I'm just going to just clear up all the commas and dots, and because we don't need those in here. So just very might look a bit tedious, but when you're cooking something good, you need to just lock in, have a Red Bull, and then just work. This idea just came into my mind that I should share how my work goes on behind all those things. I mean. So right here, I will just leave it like this because I think there's a repetition of words. Let's just see. Edit it.
but you're not seeing any results. Like, I get it. Like, you can put
He says a lot of filler words like I'm just
I get it. I get it. Like, you can put hours and hours.
just going to cut all the filler words because nobody wants to hear
I
those.
get it. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check.
I see a potential here.
Get it. You can put hours and hours a day into this business.
Just going to cut this as well because we don't need this. Let's just do that. And there's a lot of word stacking, so yeah, it might be a bit tedious. By the way, I'm listening to fire music right now.
You don't see a check. But I'm
See a check. What the fuck? You don't see a check? Like that. It's going to expand it. For someone who is very new to editing in Premiere, this might be a nightmare for them. Like seeing like 13 video layers, but it's nothing. It's just layering text onto each other. It's called stacking text. Like this is the most time-consuming part. Like stacking the words actually. Other than that, the video is very, very simple. Right now, I'm going to start stack it from here.
results. You can put hours and hours.
Just gonna do a fun play with the text. Just going to do this. This into this business. Just going to stack it right here and change the text because, you know, this is a style we say. We'll go with this one. Increase it. Huh? Oh, it looks better like this. Increase the font size. It shouldn't take more than an hour when I'm just doing it normally, because it's nothing very complicated. Even a beginner with Premiere can do this if they have enough experience with it.
And it's just like this,
So we don't need this.
and you don't see a check.
This one. I'm gonna take this one. Just reusing the assets that we just created.
And it's just like this, and you like this, and you like this.
What the fuck? What the hell? Why is it tilting? No. My man. Let's just delete this. Just do this like this. Have it right there. And then right here. Just have it right here. Then what we can do is autism, smooth out the animation. So it goes like
business
this.
and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses but I'm telling
So do this track because we don't need it.
you, this is just one of those businesses where businesses where
What the crazy glitches with Premiere. Telling you. This looks great, Tommy. So till now.
you know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses.
Think, yep. It's one frame that we don't need.
Putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9-to-5 frame where you're trading your time for money.
I have another good b-roll for this one. So But downloading takes a lot of time. My clients are usually happy actually with my edits. There are a few like mishits sometimes. Like they wonder what's I'm gonna cook up. But whenever I do something like experimentation with my videos, they like it a lot. Till then, we just do this.
Right now, we're actually trading our time for skill.
I got a very creative idea for this one as well. So just stack these words and then just stack it right here. Just trading, just increase them. I had this idea way back when I was I'm just going to use this one. It's a very good opportunity to put this one like this one. I have the background removed and all. Let's see how well it removes the background. You don't need the flag. Yep, that's great. That's great. See, did we? Yeah, we did. Just gonna put it right here and adjust it like this. Oh my god. The client is going to love this one. So then we're gonna change this one with this maybe. I think it's going to look good. Or just a headline. No, this looks great.
trading our time for
Same thing with this. I don't like any dynamic thing. I mean static things. I want those things to be dynamic, so I'm just going to copy the triple display from here and then place it here, so it goes like
money.
this.
Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills. And
The animation ends way sooner, so like
our
this.
time for skills, and eventually
Oh no, this one. Yep.
our time for skills, and
So let's just 700.
our time for skills, and eventually. Right now, we're actually trading our time. Trading our time for skills, and eventually
Let's just add a shadow to it. Very basic.
for skills, and eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills, and then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just for skills, and eventually those
So then I got a phone call.
skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success.
And this had a phone call. So the thing about this type of editing is like we need to play with all the captions that we add here. So there's a lot of things that goes in this. So it's very simple. I mean, it's just in your mind. Like, what are you going to do? Everybody has their own way of editing these kind of videos. I have my own. I like to do it very like unpredictable way. So the viewer who's going to see this video doesn't really know what's coming next.
Those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success.
Like this.
It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. Know where the skills you've compounded are just gonna like actually like increase your are just gonna like actually like increase.
Just clear out the filler words again.
Actually
Oh my god.
like increase your income like crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere. You'll just work amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills, and then out of nowhere the skills you've compounded are.
So right now the video is very linear.
You know how like stock
There's
markets
no
have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day.
Yeah, we need to add one more thing right here, which I completely forgot because of my ADHD.
Where you have to take yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money.
Like this.
You have to take yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money.
Right. We're gonna do this. This looks great, I think. Like zoom in so that it goes like this. Just offset it right.
Where you have to take yourself out of the 9. Yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills, and eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success.
So like when he says incongruent, I'm thinking we need to add like an arrow going just upwards. So upward going arrow, PNG. This one looks great. Think so. I think it's a PNG as well. I don't need to remove the background. Oh, I need to. What a surprise. $50 for a PNG. Sure, brother. Just add a flip to it. Horizontal flip. Align it like this, so it goes like this. Adding that so it complements his face, so it goes like this. So I'm just gonna add a crop, a lot of crop using on this. Just going to do this.
Give us an incongruent.
Just add a shadow to it. Like shadows are those like chef kisses. Like, sprinkle in some shadows right there, so it just makes them make them pop out of the video. Like adding this, and then
Are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to.
I'm just gonna play around with the captions right here.
Compounded are just going to actually increase your income like crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
I'm just going to end the video right here
Nowhere. You'll just work, 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 work.
because this thing is not required.
Crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
Just going to remove it.
It's literally going to be like this: trading. You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff?
Just going to add a bit of a fancy text right here. Thinking this.
Have, like,
So just add a fancy text to here as well. So it goes like this. And this look great. This look great.
like graphs and stuff.
This look great.
Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills. And eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's an amount of
What is the word success here?
success. Growing amount of success.
Don't know where did that word go, but I need to add it. Success. Suppose 200. No, this doesn't look good. Just gonna add this one. Yep, and this fits the
Success. It's literally going to be like this.
It's literally going to be like this.
This trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of going to be like this. Trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of
I'm just going to go right there. Take those things back. So it should look like
trading
this.
time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then
So I'm thinking use position keyframe.
out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to actually. And then
So
out of nowhere, are just going to act. And then out of
so
out of nowhere, this and then out of nowhere, and then out.
Let's just delete this effect right here. I'm trying to do something else, like create the graph animation from the start. I think I'm cooking something. I'm just going to go right here.
This trading time
It's going to add a, how do I say it? Like a dot to the line. So I'm just going to take the same. The same thing. A dot. This. Right. Go it a bit down. So this is going to be the an endpoint. Yes. This looks great. So what I'm going to do next is just use that as a point. Just going to nest it and go inside the nest sequence and increase the resolution of this one. Go to 6,000 and 4,000. So it's a quite big. Oh shit! I didn't expect this to happen. All right, let's just do 980 by 1080. Let's just do that. Yep. Now these things are going to work seamlessly like this. And add this one dot right here. Maybe right here. So then I am able to add this. This is in the same position. That's great. It's going to add the glow effect. Glow. This one, yep, for sure. And change the color to red. Then go the intensity of 1, so it's not hard to the eyes. Then decrease the threshold to 0.2, so it's more of the shine. And then what we're going to do is just going to animate
trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills.
So just going to animate it right there. So how the animation goes from left, right, left. Just going to keyframe it very easily. This goes right there. This goes like this. I'm just going to ease in and ease out and then smooth out the animation. Goes like
Be like this. Trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, where the skills you've compounded are just gonna actually.
So let's just do one more thing and increase the length a bit more.
And then
out of nowhere, here, this thing is going to go right here. And then what I'm going to do is,
where the skills you've compounded are just gonna actually.
just going to go it like that.
And then out of nowhere, the skills you
So keyframe it here, then keyframe it back there, ease in and ease out. Smoothen the...
and then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just gonna actually increase your income like crazy. Crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere.
And just twist it right here. It is going to go boom, bonkers like that. Oh, this is a problem. You can just fix it with a crop animation. Set your crop and then crop it up. Oh, that's not the... Let's go there and have this cropped out. I need to add a so as well I'm going to do this. Tilt it again, have it right here. This looks great, I guess.
You've compounded are just gonna actually increase your income.
Just a bit tilted. Like this, it look great. It now the face is not curved. Now what I'm gonna do is
For skills, time for skills, time for skill.
trading. Just going to redo this and this. Just going to add it right here, center align it so it's going to be there for a while. Then this what time. Then out of nowhere,
Time for
just going to add time. Just going to add this arrow thingy. Just going to bring it down right here.
Time for skills. Time for skills. And then out of
Should this do this all the time? Tell me you'll be
nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just gonna actually
Oh, no, yeah, I forgot to animate this one.
increase
Let's go to the crop effect. Then I think it's the left one. Yep. Let's have that here. 92%. Animate it from there to there. Ah, perfect.
out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just gonna actually increase your income.
So what I'm gonna do, like fading it out actually.
Your income like crazy.
That's how I'm gonna use a fade out.
Skills you've compounded are just gonna actually increase your
What's stacking again? No funky shit this time. Just gonna simply stack them right now. Just simple like this. Go like this. 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 Compounded. We're gonna use one more cursive. Compounded. Like to have 120, I guess. Just gonna actually, you mean actually looking for good text, right? Like this, yeah.
actually increase your income like crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere.
Yep, now the video is finished.
Increase
your income like crazy. The bitch, I'm in a bitch name. I'm the one that can fix me. Bitch and dash on the sex feed. Income like crazy. crazy, man.
Crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
Let's see. Out of nowhere. I'm just gonna capitalize this one and nothing else.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day.
So just have the graph in normal.
And like it feels like you're putting in so much work, but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9-to-5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills. And eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to actually increase your income like crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
I think it's great. Client doesn't want any like fancy areas that we have nowadays on Instagram, like more attention grabby things. He doesn't want those things. So
You know
I'm
how
not
like
going to provide those type of things.
Stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this. The graph is literally like this.
Hey, what? I helped you out of the broken place. You give me comfort. Falling for you was my mistake. I put you on top. I put you on top. I made you so proud. And now believe when times were rough. When times were rough, make sure I held you close to me. Call up my name. Call up my name. What the? Finishing it with the basic thing like this. Yep, and we are done.
And like it feels like you're putting in so
Now I need to add the transitions that I was talking about and not overdo it because that's a no-no. I'm just going to use Premiere Composer here. Make me mod. Sure, brother. Media mod. You're close to me. Call up my name and we call out my name and I miss you so gently. Should I stay?
And like it feels like you're putting in results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills, and eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent.
I'm just gonna use something else here. Cinematic transitions out of maybe a short transition. I don't know. I don't have any short transitions. That's the thing. That's the issue. All of these are very long. And this one, yeah, this one might work. To see when the transition peaks. 3, 2, 1, go. Like here. It has a sound.
For skills, and eventually
Okay. Like, let's go.
for skills, and eventually those
Sure, bro. I know.
skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to actually increase your income like crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
So we did all of those things. Now we're going to add a few, very few and very minute, what I say, sound effects, like a riser, like this one, like a very minute one, and this is going to be on the at the end. I mean, not on the at the end. It's going to be right here. So when the video ends, it ends with the she build up like this.
Increase your income like crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere.
Yeah, it just cuts right there, and or like it just restarts, I would say. And then the drop to riser is an amazing sound effect.
Like this, and like it. Like when we start out, the graph is literally like this, and like it feels like it feels.
Just gonna mark that. So what I did here is I had the riser. This is the drop to riser. So first it
Like when we start out, the graph is literally like this, and like it.
and then rises. So these are the things
Really
that-
like this, and like it feels like you're putting in so much work but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9 to 5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills, and eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to actually increase your income like crazy. And it'll be out of nowhere.
So the riser should be like very sharp sounding. So yeah, it's like a, what they call it, a human awake sound or something like that. It breaks a pattern and and then for music, I'm just going to add a inspiration kind of a music. By the way, if you guys need this, I can share it to you. This has a lot of music, and like this one, thought-provoking, emotional inspiration, a lot of. I'm thinking thought-provoking, maybe this one, I don't know. we can use it from here. So I'm just going to download it like this, have it right here. Put it right there.
Markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this, and like stock markets have like graphs and stuff. Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this, and like it feels like you're putting in so much work where you're trading your time for money.
Yeah, from here it's going to do this and then decrease the volume by 15 and let's see.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this, and like it feels like you're putting in so much work but you're not seeing any results. You can put hours and hours a day into this business and it's just like this and you don't see a check. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those businesses where you have to take yourself out of the 9-to-5 frame where you're trading your time for money. Right now, we're actually trading our time for skills, and eventually those skills are going to give us an incongruent amount of success. It's literally going to be like this: trading time for skills, time for skills, time for skills. And then out of nowhere, the skills you've compounded are just going to actually increase your income like crazy, and it'll be out of nowhere.
Yeah, this looks pretty fine.
You know how like stock markets have like graphs and stuff? Like when we started out, the graph is literally like this, and like it feels like you're putting in so much work but you're not seeing any results.
This is great. I don't know, it doesn't get more simpler than that. So just going to render out this part only. Have it here. It doesn't go simpler than this. Very simple. Very, very simple. Right. So that should be it for today. I haven't edited the entire video with you guys.
You know how like stock
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like at the end, I think the sound designing, there's nothing much to do here because this client he wants a very simple video. He doesn't want anything fancy to be happening in his videos. He just likes to have his own thing like this. So yeah, it's great, I think. So thanks for watching, guys. See you again.